Hello and welcome to the stock market analysis, the place where we help traders and investors to make better and informed decisions. Today we're going to look at LRCX LAM Research. So without further ado, let's take a look at the daily chart of LAM Research. As you can see, the stock is in a very nice uptrend ever since it made a bullish cross here, where the 20 MA cross above the 50 MA. The stock has been making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, the definition of uptrend. And it's very important for you to always look at the 20 MA and 50 MA. Whenever there's a cross, there's always a nice uptrend always starts after a bullish cross. Now the stock actually had a nasty decline here, but it found support at the 200 MA, which actually is a very tradable area. You could buy the stock when it hits the rising 200 MA and ride it higher. Stock broke a downtrend line here, went back above the 20 MA and 50 MA, and that's when the nice bullish uptrend started. Now, when the stock is in an uptrend, there are many areas you can buy the stock for a short trade. For example, a break above this downtrend line at the rising 20 MA, produce a nice swing trade up. We can put a stop loss here, and here it dropped to the 20 MA, 50 MA zone, form kind of a cup-bit handle in a small cup-bit handle in this area where you can buy it, put a stop loss and ride it higher. And of course, there are many other trade setups which you may know. When the stock is in an uptrend, it's always a fertile area to find trade setups on the bullish side. Now, at this moment, the stock might be at first look at it, some may say that it's forming a double top pattern. Okay, let me just draw the double top for you to see. Okay, it's possible that it's forming a double top pattern, but only when it drops below the low here and below the 50 MA, I think things will be damaging. Okay, but because it's still above the rising 50 MA, you have to stay bullish bias at this moment, because you can see when the stock is above the 50 MA, it has been going up and up and up. So we don't want to pass judgment yet. We want to continue to remain bullish bias as long as it's above the 50 MA. Now let me just look at the stock market indicators in LAM Research. Okay, you can see that there might be some bearish divergence as the stock made the same high. The MACD lines are lower, but the stochastic lines are lower here, higher, lower, same highs here. So we call it bearish divergence, but in the context of an uptrend, you want to put more weight on the uptrend rather than the bearish divergence. So again, the 50 MA plays a very great role in our analysis, because we want to continue to be bullish on it as long as it's above the 50 MA. And here is a recent low here, and you want to take a look at this. You want to take a look at this recent low here. As long as the stock stays above this support area, you want to consider it to be sideways trading, and whatever it does, as long as it stays above here, it's going to break out higher soon. And maybe, we have $1,000 here, and this is a psychological resistance as well. So if and when it breaks above the 1,000, it could go up to 1,100 and so on. Let's take a look at the 60-minute chart. The stock decline, form kind of double bottom and move back up. So a rounded bottom here, double bottom, and try and look at this downtrend line. If Monday it can break above this downtrend line, most likely it can move higher and perhaps break above 1,000. Now let's take a look at tip ranks. Here, stock forecast and price target. 21 analysts says it's a moderate buy, 13 buy, 18 hold, 0 sell. And for the 12-month forecast, the average price target is 934.63, which is above our current price, but the highest price target is 1130. Okay, and something interesting and something good. And let me just look at the stock charts, seasonality. Type in LRCX, and for the past 4 years, April it has gone down about 1% average, so there's a 50-50 chance that it will close higher than it opened, but things are good for LRCX in May, June, and July. So with this data here, when you look at the daily stock chart, there's a possibility that April might not be a very conducive and positive month for LRCX. That's something for you to take note of, and also watch this support area carefully, because there might be a drop. If it drops below the 50 MA, it might drop to this area before bouncing back up. Okay, now let's take a look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart, you can see that the stock has moved kind of up here and form a break above this downtrend line. You could say maybe it's formed a flag kind of pattern, okay, where it broke out higher. And if you take the measured move from lows to here and project it upwards, I think the target might have been met in the weekly chart. Let me just see. Alright, yep, target exactly has been met if you take the measured move. Okay, so which is why it's probably forming the double top here. And stock is still above rising 20 MA, 50 MA, and 200 MA. So even though there may be a decline in the near future, the long-term trend of the stock is still intact. With all three moving averages rising, it's telling us that it's probably we should be bullish buyers in the longer term. And long-term support for this stock is here. So for investors, as long as the stock stays above this area, you're safe. It's a safe investment. But even if it drops to this area, it might give you an opportunity to buy the stock cheaper. Okay, here we have a bullish cross here, and as the stock formed a bullish cross, it actually broke out of a consolidation at support area. Previous high, once overcome, becomes support, and this is actually a trade setup where you can buy the stock, put a stop loss below, and ride it higher. Okay, so here we also can see the stock forming a reverse head and shoulder in the weekly chart. It's the left shoulder, right shoulder, head, and then the right shoulder where you can buy the stock as it breaks out from the neckline here. It breaks out, you put a stop loss and ride it higher. So a very interesting stock. Continue to stay bullish on LRCX in the long term. Okay. So I hope this simple analysis has been helpful to you. Do subscribe to my channel for more future analysis like this, and I'll see you in the next one.